It was 1935. Everyone in Britain was excited about King George V's Silver Jubilee. During all the celebrations, something special was being built in the workshops of Challen, a famous British piano maker. The company's leaders wanted to make something huge and amazing, the biggest piano in the world. That's how the Challen Giant was born. This giant piano, over 11 feet long and heavier than a car, was a wonder of engineering and building. Making it required new techniques and materials, showing how skilled the Challen workers were. The piano's outside was shiny silver, just for the Royal Jubilee. When it was first shown at the 1935 British Industries Fair in London, everyone was amazed by its size and beauty. The Challen Giant quickly became a national treasure and went on a big tour all over the United Kingdom. It was played in fancy places like Harrods and Selfridges, its loud music filling the big halls. Moving this huge piano was a big job, needing special trucks and careful planning, but everyone wanted to see the world's largest piano. The Challen Giant wasn't just a piano, it showed how clever and skilled British people were. It was a big moment in piano history. Even though it was famous at first, the Challen Giant's story had some mysterious times. One of the two pianos built just vanished in 1959. People whispered about what happened to it. Some said it was left outside after a garden party and got ruined. But no one knows for sure, which makes the story even more interesting. The second Challen Giant showed up again in 1952, this time in a spotty gold color. This piano kept amazing people and was the world's largest piano for many years. It was played at shows in Manchester and Liverpool, and everyone loved its music. In 1969, the second Challen Giant found a new home at Grich Castle in Wales. Later, someone else bought it, and it ended up in France. Even though it moved around a lot, people still thought it was amazing. It reminded everyone of a time when things were built with amazing skill and care. In 2020, something surprising happened to the Challen Giant. A famous piano restorer, Andrew Gillet, who was great at fixing old pianos, found it in France. He knew it was important and could be beautiful again, so he decided to fix it. Moving the giant piano from France to Gillet's workshop near Norfolk was a huge job. It was so big and heavy that they had to plan everything carefully and use special equipment. When it was finally in his workshop, he saw how much work it needed. Gillet and his team worked for over 1,000 hours to fix it. Every part of the piano, from the big wooden part inside that makes the sound to the keys, was carefully repaired. Gillet used old-fashioned ways of fixing pianos, using the same kinds of materials and tools they used a long time ago. Fixing the Challen Giant wasn't easy. It was old, and no one had taken care of it for a long time. But Gillet was very skilled, and the piano was built very well, so he could fix it. The piano's original silver color was carefully put back, and the frame was painted in its later spotty gold color. Today, the Challen Giant shows us how important it is to build things well, how skilled some people are, and why we should save old musical instruments. Andrew Gillet's hard work means this amazing piano can be played again and impress everyone who sees it. The Challen Giant story shows how powerful music is and how creative and clever people can be. The piano has a bright future, with plans for concerts, recordings, and a permanent home where everyone can enjoy it for years to come.